Rahul was not unlucky, but if you asked him, he would say nothing ever works for me. And every morning his day started the same way, with tired thoughts, whispering in his mind that today would be a bad day, and he would probably fail again. A strange pattern that seemed to manifest in his life as he missed small chances and avoided challenges while overthinking everything, leading to the realization that it wasn't that life was against him, but rather the detrimental nature of his own thinking. One day as Rahul prepared for an interview, he found himself whispering to himself that he wasn't good enough before he even entered the room, filled with nerves that caused him to fumble simple questions, leaving him feeling utterly defeated, especially when he saw another candidate smiling confidently and relaxed, which made him wonder what was different about that person and why that question lingered in his mind. A few days later, when Rahul met his old mentor, he poured out his problems and received a simple but powerful piece of advice. Your life is not controlled by situations, but rather by your thoughts about those situations, which left Rahul confused, yet intrigued, prompting his mentor to present him with a challenge for the next 7 days, where he must replace any negative thought with a positive one. On day 1, as Rahul woke up and thought to himself, "I'm tired," he paused to replace that sentiment with, "I can still do something useful today," which felt a bit fake, but marked the beginning of a change. And by day 2, when he grappled with the thought that this is too hard, he chose to think instead, "I will try one step," demonstrating his commitment to this new approach. As day 3 approached, Rahul felt the urge to quit, yet he decided instead to think, "Let me try for 10 minutes, which ignited a small spark of perseverance within him, and slowly he started sensing something shifting inside, a feeling of being a little more in control and a little more confident with each passing day. After 7 days of conscious effort, although nothing magical seemed to happen externally, Rahul realized that he was no longer the one stopping himself before even trying, and after 1 month his changes became visible. He began taking chances, speaking more confidently, and daring to try things. He once avoided experiencing failures along the way, but this time he didn't break because the transformation in his thoughts had brought about a shift in his reality. On the day of another interview, as Rahul stood at the door once more, he declared to himself, "I may not be perfect, but I can handle this." And once inside, he maintained his composure, answering questions with clarity, ultimately walking out with a smile for the first time, which was a significant change from his previous experiences. A few days later, when Rahul received the news that he had been selected for the position, he sat quietly contemplating whether he had suddenly become smarter or if luck had favored him, only to conclude that the true change stemmed from the fact that he stopped telling himself he couldn't. Realizing the real power of positive thinking, which didn't make problems disappear, but empowered him to face them with renewed strength. From that day forward, Rahul established a simple yet profound rule: control your thoughts, or they will control your life, leading to a gradual transformation where everything began to change, affirming the moral that our thoughts create our reality, encouraging him to think positively, act better, and ultimately live better.